everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Yeah, everyone. So we just released our Rise Up music video. We're waiting for more people to join in, and we will get started with our live stream. We have a few announcements to make, as well as just discussing about, our video that we just released today. Because, it was a crazy story. You did a story time already, right? Explaining everything.
Yes, I did a story time, and then we posted about it, a quick story time. But we can run down more of the details today of what happened. It's exactly what happened, but there's more to the story. More extra details.
Yeah.
They're gonna love it.
I'm gonna look at the comments really quick. Hold on, so we know who is joining.
All right. So how many of you guys so far seen the Rise Up video? And if you haven't, go watch it now and then hop back in and let us know what you guys think.
Alright, just let's do, I guess, a few shout-outs for the people that already commented so far. We have
Mickey Mouse,
Mickey Mayfield, Calvin Thorpe, Ron Morrison, James Jones, Anthony Sparrow, or Spiro, I don't know.
Jack Sparrow?
Breton Johnson, James White, Wolf Rock, King Eric the Greatest of All, Dan Elgin,
You to go.
LaDonna, Calvin, oh I already said that one, Scott Too Hottie, Michael D, Will D Calabria, Steve Bondinson, William Gove, Aaron Bailey, Mihai, Jeff Finley, Franklin O'Neill,
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Greg Stimple, John Nagel.
Alright, guys.
Alright, so that's a quick rundown for just a few shout outs. We have 107 people here joining us today. Thank you guys for coming. We are going to discuss a few announcements. The first one being is that we still have the February discount for our vinyls and CDs.
Today we're going to make it the last day where we have a discount on vinyls and CDs on the Madness album. So if you guys want to get a great deal on those, you guys can get it now before it's too late, before you have to pay regular price.
Right, because tomorrow then it'll go back to normal.
Yeah, and if you already have one, you can buy it and then give it to a friend.
Exactly. It would be a great birthday present for somebody.
Somebody.
Alright.
What else do we have?
Alright, so people are saying the video is epic. I have the vinyl and CD. And yeah, now we're going to discuss about the upcoming tour.
Yes, the upcoming tour. So we hop back on the road on April 24th, which will be our first show in New Orleans, Louisiana. Nolans.
Yeah, so I'm going to read you guys the tour dates. All right, well, you go first and then I'll do the rest.
Okay. So like I said, the first show we're going to do when we get back on the road will be New Orleans, Louisiana, April 24th. Then on April 26th, it's going to be Houston, Texas, and we will be opening up for Great White, Slaughter, and Quiet Riot. I think that's the wrong order, though. It's Great White, Slaughter, and Quiet Riot. It is the right order. Okay. And then we'll be doing the same thing in San Antonio, Texas on the 27th. So April 27th, San Antonio, Texas. Then Sunday, April 28th, will be a headlining show. So it will be our show. You can catch a full show in Austin, Texas, April 28th. Same thing in April 29th, Corpus Christi, Texas. And then we're going to have a little break, and it's going to start on May 2nd. We got Gainesville, Florida. May 3rd, we got Sanford, Florida. May 4th, we got Tampa, Florida. May 5th, we got Jacksonville, Florida. And May 8th, we have Destin, Florida.
Opening for.
And we'll be opening up for Non-Point, Taproot, and what's that? PE?
Head PE.
Oh, Head PE. Sorry, I thought it was in parentheses, like I don't read that, but Head PE. And then you can continue the rest.
All right, and so the next show will be in
A
July.
festival.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge festival in
The Rock
Wisconsin. It's Rockfest on July 20th. It's a Saturday, and we expect you guys to come because it's going to be huge. We're going to be opening up for Jelly Roll. Yep. And then next festival we're going to be at is I can't pronounce it. Is it Menega? Menega, Minnesota, which is July 26th,
So it's
and it's going to be Midsummerfest. And then the next one is going to be August 2nd in Eugene, Oregon. And that is also a festival called Qatar Under the Stars. And I think we are headlining that one, which is cool. And then Saturday, August 3rd, we're going to be in Bremerton, Washington. And it will be and it's going to be our show. It's going to be a headlining show at the Redwood Theater. And we know a lot of you guys are going to be coming to that one. It's because, we haven't performed in Washington in a while.
Yeah.
Washington is going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
almost sold
Almost sold out. Go get your tickets before it's sold out. Come on. There's probably only like 2 left.
All right, and then Friday, August 9th, will be in Three Forks, Montana, and it's going to be another festival called Rockin' the Rivers. We performed there before, opening up for Skillet. Not sure who we're opening up this time. Next is going to be August 3rd on Friday, Richmond, Virginia, and it's a headlining show. We are playing at Ember Music Hall. All right, then Saturday, August 31st, Reading, Pennsylvania, at Reverb, headlining show as well. And then the next 3 shows.
So the next 3 shows are going to be in September. We got September 13th. Is it Joliet,
These are the
Illinois?
These are the
Hold on. So let me recap on that. Go back up so I can read. So September 13, Joliet, Illinois, and then September 14, Moline, Illinois, and then Moline, Illinois, and then September 15, Sauget, Illinois. And all of these 3 shows will be doing a Dio night. It's going to be a triple tribute. And we're going to be performing with Vinny Appice on the drums, the original drummer from Dio, with us and a special guest, one-man electrical band. This is a night filled with magic, rainbows, and dragons. Triple tribute is an amalgamation. You pronounce that.
You're good.
Amalgamation of the 3 most iconic bands in heavy metal.
Rainbow, Black Sabbath, and Dio. So if you guys want to catch that, we'll be doing all of Ronnie's stuff for those 3 days. It's once in a lifetime kind of a thing, in a way.
Yeah.
Unless we do it again later, but
It would be cool to somehow, if we could, make it also a fundraising thing.
Yeah.
for me.
For the Dio Cancer Fund or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
All right, and then so that was the recap of the tour.
So that's the recap of the whole tour. So once again, we're gonna start off in Nolens.
Yeah, so please guys, check out our tour dates on our website, www.liliacband.com, and purchase your tickets and come see us live. It's going to be fun. We're going to be doing both originals and covers of your favorite songs, and it's just going to be a fun night, and we would love to see you guys there.
Yeah.
So, what now?
Talk about the music video.
Oh, the music video. Speaking of the music video, how did you guys change so fast? Like, we just got back from that Ring of Fire thing. Like, how did you?
Magic. No, you're just slow.
Well,
Just we had
Well,
a whole
Oh, I did have to get a haircut, so that's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, so Rise Up music video. As you can see, Justin is still in his Rise Up outfit from that day. And we just want to know, so far, for those who have seen it, what you guys think of the Rise Up music video.
I'm trying to read some of the comments, but right now I'm not seeing anything about the Rise Up music. Maybe there's a lag or something. But someone said they're a reactor and you killed it. Can't wait to see you guys in April in Houston. See you all in San Antonio and Corpus Christi. Oh, talking about the Rise Up, they said it's a banger. What else?
That they love
Rise Up was badass.
All right.
Replying to a music industry bigwigs comment, exactly. They have unbelievable drive and everything. Cool, Rise Up is epic. I love it. Epic video, great message. Have not seen it yet.
People are asking me if it's a Christian song.
Loved it, and you guys have upped your game. Okay, answer that question.
Rise Up is very, like, we definitely took, like, some context from, like, a Christian point of view. Like, we were, like, reading the Bible and we saw some verses and we're like, oh, we can put it in there like that. So if you listen to it, it's kind of like that concept, you know, rising against evil and looking for our Savior, Jesus Christ, to save us, and that we will rise up in the Christian community. In Jesus' name, become a menace to the kingdom of darkness. In Jesus' name. All right. Okay. Now we want to recap on the story time because we did put a video out talking about the story time, but there's like a lot more details that we didn't mention in there. So we would like to explain it because it's like even more funnier. So yes, it was crazy because the day we had to shoot the Rise Up video, which was January 16, we just got back from a trip in Jamaica. From Jamaica, and we left on our dad's birthday, but Abby was with us. We had a family trip in Jamaica, and then the next day when we got back home from the flight, we had to get ready to shoot the Rise Up music video, and it happened to be recorded as the coldest day of this year so far. This year.
Well, it's probably talking about last year too.
Yeah, but it's January, bro.
And that's not impressive.
I said so far.
Yeah, but that's not impressive.
Oh, but yeah, so it was crazy because we're like, dang, it's gonna be the coldest day, and we just came from like summertime. Like in Jamaica, it was super duper hot. So then like we had to transfer into like something super cold. So we got there at our time we were supposed to film, which was I think 8. We were supposed to start at 8, right? Or we got there at 8, supposed to start at 8:30, 9 maybe. But then like they were still, that studio that we rented out, they built our set. So they had fun building our set, but they were also filming another movie at the same time, or short film. And then the lady, which I think it was his wife, she was kind of acting rude towards us. She was like, oh, you can't be here. What are you doing here? And we're like, look, we booked this time. We're supposed to start setting up to shoot. And she was like, no, you can't do that. You can't come in. We're still filming a video and blah, 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 blah. You know, so we waited an hour because the guy said, 10 o'clock we can start setting up and shooting, right? So it was 10 o'clock and they were still filming. And so we're just like, you know what? Let's get our stuff out, start setting it up so we don't have to wait a whole nother hour. So we did that, and she got mad. She was like, what, are you not supposed to do this? And then we're like, but look, you've been pushing us back hours and hours. We have to shoot. We don't want to stay here all night, which that's what ended up happening anyway. So we started setting up and they finished. So then they came to help out. We finished like the touch-ups. We set up the band. We filmed the band shots. and it was super cold. It was super cold. Like, we were dressed up in our performing outfits, so we were like, our skin was exposed to the cold weather. And I know some of you guys were like, "Ooh, 17 degrees, I can handle that." Well, you can handle that when you're like comfortably like wrapped up with like a bunch of clothing, you know. But because wasn't it like if it's like under 30 degrees, you can get frostbite if you're like exposed to the weather
They
too
want to
long.
know what is the ring of fire meaning at the end of the video.
Well, we're not.
Yeah, we'll get to that part.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to the ring of fire.
Well, keep track of the comment questions.
Yeah. So, where was I? I got lost track. So yeah, it was very cold. But in the warehouse, it was a little bit warmer, but not a whole lot because they didn't have any heating or cooling. But when we went outside, that was horrible. But they did have this like heater that would burst out flames inside, so we would like crouch down next to it. My feet were like, I couldn't feel my feet at all, so I would like,
Yeah.
I would have to put my feet in the fire.
Yeah, and the thing
Ring
is,
of
like
fire?
with my with my outfit, I was like no sleeves. It was just kind of like a zip up tank top type thing, hoodie. But
Sam
it was
started
so.
getting
I started getting like little blisters on my elbows. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
You get blisters on.
Yeah, if it gets too
Not
cold.
just here.
Yeah, it was weird, but you know, if you stay in the cold for a long time, I guess that can happen to certain people.
They say that 17 degrees is not that cold compared to below 0.
Yeah, but freezing point is what, 32, 31? 32. That's what I'm
So
saying.
what are they talking about then?
Freezing point is 32, not negative 32, right?
Yeah.
Guys,
Wow.
So, like-
17 it is
So
cold.
if
Sorry, really quick. If freezing point is 32 and it was like 17 degrees, that means our blood, the water in our bodies was turning to ice.
And it still is below 0 if you're talking Celsius.
yeah.
Right.
It's below, yeah, exactly. In Celsius, it was below zero.
Okay, go ahead.
guys, I don't get how you don't understand that we didn't have any coats during it. It's
No,
not
yeah,
the same.
No coats, no gloves, no special warm-up socks.
The warm-up socks, like heating socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
we-
the same as you guys when you're in
Like,
17 degree
It's
weather.
practically
Going out naked. You know, try that for 3 hours.
And then talk to us.
Yeah.
Go in your bikini outside. But, you want to continue the story?
Oh, yeah, where'd you leave off?
That we finished the band shots and then we're doing B-roll shots.
Yeah. So the B-roll shots entailed us.
hypothermia.
Right, hypothermia. Yeah.
Hypothermia.
Should have switched the song, too.
Yeah, we should have switched it like right then and there.
Yeah, but anyways, so what the B-roll shots entailed was that we needed to film obviously us. The first scene was, you know, with the walls and the holes in the walls and stuff like that. It was Ethan, Abby, and Justin in one corner, and then me in another, just like looking through, trying to like find a way out. And then Melody comes in with a lantern, and she's kind of like guiding us to
Yeah,
follow
so
her, and like because she
kinda
knows
like
a way
we
out.
Were in a, like we were in an apocalyptical world where technically it was the end of the world and we're trying to survive. You know, all the destruction and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so then we go into like this cave.
So we're just like traveling.
yeah,
You know,
we're
it's
just
so
traveling.
What caused the apocalypse? We can't tell.
Jesus came back and we weren't taken, so everybody went crazy.
You can't be. Telling them the future.
Hey, there's still a way after, though. You just have to do what Jesus did, died for him, just like he died for us. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but anyways,
But that would happen, though, right?
it could. But anyways, what I was trying to say
It even
was,
says in the Bible, people run into caves.
yeah. So we were going through the cave, which was actually a really cool setup, right? It wasn't a real cave, but they made it look super realistic.
It was fake.
But
It was
What do you
fake.
guys-
We're all
They don't-
fake. We
they
don't
don't have
do
to.
it. No, just kidding. It was just made out of foam, you know? Like, you can literally punch
A hole in it.
a hole through the rocks because it was just foam.
yeah, and then
Yeah, guys, we're all
Tie.
fake.
after that,
We're counter.
we get into like a dark field, because and we had to light up the torches, which is where you see us holding the torches, and we're like walking through the wilderness, and then all of a sudden we stumble across the ring of fire.
Hair tie?
Hair tie?
Yeah.
I don't have hair anymore,
Oh.
so I don't keep those around.
Continue.
So basically, what the ring of fire does is that it was kind of like
Where can I
blocking
get one
us from
upstairs? Where?
our sense of direction and like where we were going. So it kind of like prohibited us from continuing forth, and so we were like scared, worried what was going on, and there was
Wait,
like
what
a.
was this?
I'm talking about the ring of fire.
Oh.
And then it was funny because our pyro guy, he was like adding more
We
flames.
didn't do the ring of fire first. We did the outside shots with the torches. I know, but did you tell them we ran to the car?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
With, like,
So with the torches, we were out there for 8 minutes, and I know I was like, 8 minutes is not a long time in the cold weather, but like the fire from the torch kind of kept my face warm, but the rest of my body was still cold, and like we were exposed. So then my hands, they literally I couldn't feel them anymore, and it was just burning. It was like burning. I couldn't even move anything. So when we finished that shot, I ran to the car because I was scared I was going to get frostbite. Because when I was warming up my hands, like I started to get feeling again, but it was like hurting so bad. Like I literally broke my hand. That's how bad it was hurting. And then we all warmed up. I was crying. I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to cut my hands off. They're never going to be the same. Because when it's under freezing point, it can damage the tissue in your body, and that can lead up to, which is frostbite, But the only way to prevent the damage from growing is you have to amputate it. So that's why I was scared.
Well, the problem was you guys did the worst thing possible and Googled the symptoms. That's why you guys were scared.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with Google. But it was coming true, though. It was about to happen. It was bound to happen. But luckily, we went inside and we got warmed up. And then when we did the ring of fire, that kept us warm because it was all around us. And I was like, okay, I can survive this. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, and so Jeff, our pyro guy, he actually is from Ohio, and he flew all the way here with all of his with the torches and the fire equipment. I don't know what they call all those things, but things to ignite the flames. But
Gasoline?
right, well, I don't know exactly what he brought. He probably bought the gasoline in Georgia, but I'm just saying he brought the torches in his suitcase, which was kind of wild, right?
Isn't that
To be
illegal?
bring on a plane. I don't know, maybe not, because he did it.
Yeah, he did it. Security.
But so yeah, he he started the ring of fire, and it was kind of fading away. It was
Thank you. Continue.
yeah,
It
the
was
flames were going for a while, but then it started to
Die.
die out for a moment, and so he started putting more oil. And it was funny because I guess he made a mistake and was holding it for too long, and it caused a explosion.
A big burst. Yeah, a burst of flame, because when you're pouring,
The liquid is going straight down to the fire. So when the fire is eating up the liquid, it's going back up to the can. So he was pouring it, and he, instead of just throwing it, he was holding it, and then it went poof, and it almost blew off our faces.
Yeah, so that happened, and we were like, whoa, it almost hit Abby and Justin.
We put that scene in the video where it was poof,
we're like, ah!
Yeah, because it looked realistic. I know we were trying to act or whatever.
but that was the real acting we were doing.
Because yeah, that looked because we were actually scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was. I felt like we were trying to be very nonchalant about pretending not to be cold or whatever. But it was definitely difficult because we were
Yeah.
still shaking, especially when we were holding the torches.
I mean, the breaths.
The breaths look really good when it's
Right.
I purposely went so you see it in the video, and they're like, whoa, that's so cool.
So yeah, so essentially what the Ring of Fire represents is kind of it's an obstacle that you need to face, and the fact that we were looking at each other and we started holding hands, it was like us, supporting and encouraging each other to stay strong and rise up. And eventually, because we did that, the flames diminished and we were able to escape.
Yeah, we were able to rise up.
I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah, there was some shots that were good that we couldn't use because you're like, whoa. Ethan, it was funny because like sometimes I was like, dang, that's a good shot. But then Ethan's like, whoa, this is so cool. And I'm like, Ethan, you're not supposed to act like that.
Why were you doing that?
Yeah. It was funny. But then the story time part
Let
2.
me talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, but someone did make a correction.
What did I say wrong?
Give it to me.
Yeah, so the correction is that he was saying the gaseous or noxious fumes that ignite, not the actual liquid. So it's like
Each other?
the fumes
It's,
from
yeah, the
is,
fumes.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Thank you.
So the thing is, they were
Gosh.
like thinking of cutting out that part, and I was like, no, that's the main part.
What?
The ring of fire. You guys were like, I mean, maybe, but it's not that important. I was thinking like, no, that's the most important part. That happened.
What?
You guys were like thinking of cutting out the ring of fire, and then I was like, no, that's the most important part. Don't act like that didn't happen.
What BS? Like, I don't remember nothing.
You didn't say like we're not gonna do it, but like you guys are saying like it was the least important one.
No, it was a drone shot.
No, just the whole thing.
No, it was a drone shot.
For a second, you guys didn't want to do it. Remember, you guys were like, okay, let's not do it.
No, it was a drone shot that we didn't want to do.
I think it was a cave
There's
shot.
no way.
I think it was a
There
cave
was
shot.
no way that we said,
Wait, hold
why
on.
would I have the idea to do a ring of fire in the first place?
No.
There was
Hold
no
on, guys,
way we
pause,
said
pause, Pause. I think it
You
was
even
the cave
said, I
shot.
hope it doesn't work. You said that.
No,
because
I
you were
didn't.
too cold.
Oh, so you meant like when we were there?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Before you
No,
filmed it.
yeah. Okay, I thought you said while we were editing.
No, before we filmed it.
Yeah, no, I was too scared to try it out. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, I get that. I was confused. Sorry. Anyways, so then we finished like 3 a.m, and then we got home at 5 because it was like a long drive to get back home. And then story time part 2.
Oh, okay, I can explain. So, what happened with the editing process is that, we haven't really used red cams before, and that's what they use to film our video. And so it's
8K.
different files. Yeah, they filmed it in 5K. And I was importing it into my Final Cut Pro. And the issue that we were having was whenever I transcoded the media to proxy and optimize media, some of the clips would just be black screens, and I was confused as to why that was happening, because normally, that doesn't happen. So I texted the filmmaker, or like the camera guy, and asked him like, hey, what's going on here? I explained the situation, and he's all like, oh, you have to update your MacBook so that way it can like support all that data, or he said that it was probably because I didn't have enough, I don't know, I didn't have enough storage or
RAM?
what was it, RAM?
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 Is it?
I don't know. I don't know. He said I didn't have enough information or something on my laptop that can withstand all of that data.
Yeah, I couldn't process or render the information.
It was a lot. So that's why we had to decide on whether we just purchase a desktop so that I can have that primarily for video editing, because the laptop I use is for both editing videos and writing or like composing music on Pro Tools. But I can't update my MacBook because if I do, it's not compatible with Pro Tools for some reason. So I can't do that. Anyways, that's besides the point. We were deciding on whether we get a desktop or we pay him to edit our video. So we
Yeah.
took that route, right?
We took the route because he asked, "Oh, I can edit the video for this amount of money," and we're like, "I don't know," because we can just buy a computer that could process all of that and just edit it ourselves. But we thought like, "Oh, I don't know if it would be enough time because we want to put it out soon." So we were like, "Okay, let's just edit it with him, to get it done quicker." And then,
Oh. So, because also he was telling us that he's worked with bigger artists before and he's edited music videos for like, what were some of the bands? Seven Dust and etc. But, so that's why we decided to go with him, because we needed to get the video done as fast as possible, or as quick as possible. But the thing is, we scheduled a time to go in and
to be there.
right, to be there at a certain time and date. The date arose and we asked him, "Hey, we're excited, we can't wait to edit the video." And he was all like, "Oh, actually I can't do it today anymore because I forgot I had," what was the con? It was some
like
sort
a
of convention he had to go to.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, why would you schedule it then if, you have to make that a priority. You can't just like, leave us in the dirt just because.
we're paying you.
Right. But anyways, we thought that was a little unprofessional and we rescheduled it for the next day at 12 p.m. on Sunday, right? That day comes and we say, "Hey, we're ready." And he was all like, "Oh, actually, something came up, but you guys can come in at 5 p.m. instead." And we're like, "Okay." And then he sends us like a rough edit.
Yeah. He texts my dad, our dad, a rough edit on the video, right? And we saw it, and he didn't really explain anything. We saw it, and then we thought, like, wait, shoot, is this going to be what we have to work with? It was, okay. We saw it, and we didn't really like it. It looked like, it was pretty bad. It was hard to work with. That's all I could say. We didn't like it. So we messaged him, and we said, "Hey, this looked like you just quickly put it together. So we would rather want to start from scratch, start from the beginning of what we want, because this is not what we envisioned. Things were just out of place. The storyline didn't line up with what we thought we wanted to do. He added things that weren't even in the music video. It was just like one of those free download this.
Like kind of like free stock footage
Yeah.
of like mountains, aerial shots, and we're just like, that doesn't really work.
Yeah, and then like a lot of the like music and the shot was like off time with the singing, and it just didn't make sense. And some shots it would just be movement, and it was like we couldn't even see our faces. It was just like movement of like the pants and then the feet, and then I'm just like, what is that? What is that? So we kind of just said like we didn't say anything mean or anything. It was just kind of generic, like, "Hey, look, we want to start from the beginning. We think that this wasn't a good rough draft, And then, man, this guy got so offended.
But we also did mention that like we don't appreciate the fact that he kept
Yeah.
rescheduling us because we felt like that was a little unprofessional.
Which is true.
Right, because we are paying him, and it's like, come on, you set a time and date. We're supposed to do that then and there. But he kept rescheduling us, so we brought that concern to him, and apparently he took it way too offensively, and so he kind of took a more aggressive approach to his response, and was kind of like even using cuss words and insulting us in a way, or mocking us, I guess. And we're like, okay, that was a little strange. And we, on our end, we kind of like apologized, saying like we did not mean to offend you in any way. We're still willing to work with you. But then he eventually said, "No, we're done. Come pick up the drive." And we're like, okay. So he said that his assistant's going to put the hard drive in the mailbox, right where the studio is.
What a smart move to do, no offense.
She was being sarcastic. But yeah, and then...
Duh.
I know, but some people might not get it. So our dad drives up like an hour away to Lithonia, Georgia, to pick up the drive, and then when he opens the mailbox, it's not there, and we were calling him and texting. We didn't get any responses for a while, and my dad's like, I don't know what to do. So he ends up driving back home, and then finally, after all of that trouble, he finally messages us and says like, oh, that is strange that someone would steal it.
Nah. Sam, you're so boring when you explain it. Someone would steal it. Nah, come on. You gotta add a little more to it. So yeah, we were there, and my dad was there to pick up the drive. It was gone, and he's calling like, I don't know what to do. It's missing, and we're like, what the heck?
Like
Yeah. You did. You're like, oh man. And then I was like crying because I'm like, what do you mean it's stolen? You know, and my dad's like, I don't know. I see guys off to the distance. It looks like they're shooting a music video. Maybe that's one of the guys. I could talk to them. But nah, and then like it was just like gone. So we thought like, dude, it's all over. It's all over. We lost everything. And then my dad came home, and then the guy like finally replied because he didn't call back. He replied, and he was like, "Oh, that's so strange. It's missing." I'm like, yes, that's the smart one who put it there in the first place, right outside the gate, where someone could steal that. Like, it's valuable. It's like, it's a hard drive, and those things cost a lot of money. So they're like, oh, that's someone probably saw it, and they're like, oh, let's take it. So they took it. You know, I'm like,
what are they gonna do with the footage?
I don't know. They probably just delete it and then use that for themselves.
That's valuable footage right there.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. What do you want to say?
So, fun fact for everyone to remember: our whole music video is currently in the hands of a random group of people somewhere in the world.
Yeah, somewhere in Georgia. Someone else has like, imagine they make their own version of it. That would be funny. But anyway, so yeah, it was stolen. So like, we were like, what the heck is going on? And then the guy replied, oh, that's so strange someone would steal it. That, you know, it's so unbelievable. That's so weird. I'm like, I felt like they kind of did that on purpose just because they just wanted to, I don't know, some kind of a revenge, or just, they just didn't like us. And they're like, oh, let's purposely put it in a mailbox where someone can steal it. You gotta think about that.
I don't think.
No, why would you put it? Why can't you just?
Their time. That would they wouldn't do that.
Well, and that's what they did. They wasted their time
But they're
when they could have just hold on to the hard drives till Dad got there and be like, "Here you go, let me hand it to you," you know. But because I'm saying, I don't know. That is so dumb. He could have been like, "Okay, you could pick it up tomorrow," you know. I'll give it to you when you're here. Like, why would you put it in the mailbox? I don't know. I'm just saying, it seemed like that. It seemed
Maybe
like
they're
that.
shipping it out to someone.
The what?
Unless, like, they put the thing up and the
Yeah,
mailman
yeah,
took it. But then again, it doesn't have, like, an address to go to. So. But, oh my gosh, it was so funny because we rented the whole thing.
Maybe it's going to the Mad Max.
Yeah, we rented the whole thing to our cousin, and our cousin, like, I don't know, you guys might know him, but, like, you can hear him here in some of the videos here and there.
Jojo.
Yeah, Jojo. We rented him, man, he was so funny because, you know, the guy's response to, like, our response that when he got offended, he was like, oh, how could you say something like that? You guys are just, like, a wannabe band just because one of your cover of Metallica went big, you think you're all that, and we're just like, what the heck? We didn't even say anything bad. And he was like, what do you mean this is just a 1 hour edit? I worked 57 hours on this yesterday. And then our cousin's like, there's no way you worked 57 hours. The last time I checked, there's only 24 hours in a day. So there's no way you could work 57 hours on that yesterday. It was so funny. Yeah, and then another one was like our cousin was laughing so hard because he was like, we were laughing also hard because he was saying he probably edited that video, put it together, and he was like, he probably thought they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, they're gonna love it. I worked on this for 57 hours. They're gonna love it. And then we get it and we're like, what the heck is this? It was so funny. But yeah, also like another thing, he like was giving us a sob story, and we're like, well, I'm sorry that happened, but it's
like
kind of
not relevant.
yeah, it's not relevant to the situation. You know, we tried to like handle it kindly, but you know, sometimes people are like, then you gotta work a way around it. So back to where we were at. Yeah, it was stolen, but then the guy contacted and he said, oh, I have some backup. Let me go grab it. And then so my dad picked it up the next day. And then we edited it ourselves, but it took,
They say we're not welcome there no more.
yeah, they said that we're not welcome to that set
And never
anymore.
contact them.
Yeah, to never contact them anymore. But yeah, so, so when we were editing it, it just took, the process was a lot longer. It was super slow. We put it together and it was super slow. Anyways, you can continue.
Well, yeah, I mean, the reason why it was slow is because it was like a lot of, information or data with the files that we had. But also, we were on tour when we started editing it. Like, we were expecting the video to be released way earlier than March 1st, but because of all that trial and tribulation we had to go through, it took a lot longer to get it done. But we did it ourselves, and that was the result, and it was in our opinion, was way better than the way he did it.
Yeah, it was. Wait, let me see if I still have it.
Have what?
The older
Oh,
video
no,
that he has.
You might have it still. Wait, no.
What old
What
video?
are
I
you gonna
have
do?
it.
Show it?
Yeah, I want to show
Show
you.
what video?
Cause it's like what? You gonna put it there?
Yeah, I'll put it there.
Nah.
Why not?
Nah.
Nah.
What if
Nah.
Oh, I found it.
I haven't seen this actually. You should show it to me.
Okay, where? How do you?
Is that it?
Yeah, this is
Do
it.
full screen.
I can't-
Can you
I
see full
can't
screen?
turn it. It doesn't.
No,
turn.
how are we gonna show them then? It's gonna be hard to
Hold
do.
on.
Can't turn it.
What?
Oh.
That's small screen. Okay. Let me show it to you guys. Yeah.
So explain to them what you didn't like.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like how.
Just like some shots, it would be a far shot next to a far shot. So we would be like this, and then all of a sudden we'll be like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bruh.
But
Well,
how
and then the storyline wasn't much there. It was just like kind of all over the place. And then like clips were just moving in too fast to one another. It didn't go with the beat. And then a lot of the singing was off time. Yeah, but I like how we portrayed the story. Like most of it was about the story.
Based on that video, the story goes that we're teleporting between all three places repeatedly.
It was. And
He would use the same exact shot here and then a little bit later.
Will they go back?
Oh.
So yeah, that's the video.
Right. Well, it's time to. Well, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Stop.
All right. So are we done with that conversation? All right. So something else I want to bring up. The hashtag We Will Rise revolution is still going on, even though the video's out. Apparently there's this confusion that everyone's supposed to put the hashtag in like fan pages, but the whole point is to just do it wherever you can, even where that's not a Liliac fan page. So make sure you're trying to get that everywhere for the revolution.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clear that up.
Okay, somebody's saying, nice haircut, Justin.
Thank you. That's Mello's fault.
Out.
That's Mel's fault. Yeah, I cut Justin's hair. So I like cutting his hair. It's fun. He lets me do it. I want to do Ethan so bad, but he doesn't want me to. He's like, you don't have enough experience. But I'm just saying, like, even people who do have 10 years of experience, they don't do a good job sometimes.
Can you
You
cut
know?
my hair?
I can't. I can't.
Wait, that's a question I had.
I have to
No,
answer.
no.
I have to
No,
answer.
yeah, you did ask
Hey,
you.
Ethan and Justin, have you
Wait,
seen the new
he didn't ask
Avatar?
you. He didn't
I
ask you.
have. I
He
binge
didn't
watched
ask
it.
you.
It was so.
Yes, I've seen the first 2 episodes, not the whole thing, but and Ethan saw the first one, but he was playing Valorant while I saw the next one.
Yeah, so-
Wait until the match.
So, because you play forever.
It's because Valorant matches last
Dude,
a long time.
dude,
I can't leave midway 'cause I'll get a penalty.
Listen. An episode of Avatar is only like, what,
1 hour.
40 minutes?
No, it's hour.
Okay, an hour, but the thing is, like, you're there on Valorant for 5 hours.
What?
What?
No. It's because you guys wanted to start like right when I started a match, so it was too late. Like,
Well, so what?
I couldn't leave the match.
It's not that important. It's like, if I don't win, I'm not gonna survive. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm gonna get a penalty where they won't let me play the game for like an hour.
An hour! That's by the time the show was over.
But the more penalties I get, the worse it becomes.
It was just one penalty. Come on.
But I've gotten multiple penalties because I had to leave.
Dude, chill. But anyways, I saw it. I just want to vent. I don't like Katara. She's a horrible actress. No offense. I'm just saying.
You wrote our chance of collabing.
Oh.
I want to collab with everybody else, but I'm just saying. Katara, she's like, in her interview, she's like, what, playing with her hair? Yeah. But when she's acting, she's just like, no. Oh. I'm like, you don't act like that. When you're scared, you're like, ah! You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They probably could have picked someone better. That's all I'm saying.
Do you want to play her?
No, I'm not an actress, but I know what's a good actress. When
What
I
about
watch,
the-
I want to enjoy it because of their acting. But when they don't do the role right, I'm just like, what the heck is this?
But yeah, I mean, I saw it all the episodes, but I don't think I should say anything since you guys haven't seen any.
No.
Aww.
We'll watch tonight.
I mean, I watched the first episode, but I didn't like the original show's a lot better. They changed the scenes up a bit. I guess because it's harder to do on like a real life, like filming, than in animation. But yeah, it's not like they did change it up.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, a lot, but.
There's a lot of.
yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of scenes that felt a lot more epic in the original.
To the plot, if that makes sense.
There's major changes that are essential to the plot, though.
Explain, Sam.
What do you mean?
Like, Kiyoshi was never there fighting.
Yeah, I know that, but also like, I mean, there's other episodes that I
And
want to
then
mention, but I can't say
Avatar's
anything.
his Aang's past was revealed way earlier.
Yeah, that's like a prequel. I thought that was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
I'm
was-
just saying it's different and it changes the plot. So your point is.
I didn't mind the prequel. That was an interesting aspect.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. But
So-
anyways, just to wrap things up because we do have to go. We'll talk about Avatar another time once you guys watch it all.
And next week, a new announcement will be coming out. Right? Next week.
Wait, hold on, no.
About
Just
what?
don't say anything, please. Just no.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying,
No, not next week.
not next week, okay, but sometime soon.
Okay, sure.
And then what if it is next week?
And then what if it's just?
Okay, next week or not next week.
Well, tell them
There'll
that
be something coming up.
Justin was responsible with promoting this Rise Up.
Why is that important?
Yeah, Justin, you're responsible. Why don't you talk about it?
Well, that's
How
why
was
we
it
need
to take the
two
job
more
as a
weeks.
promoter?
So that's why we can't.
Well,
do
Dad
that.
Talk
said.
Okay, well, I'll
Rise Up.
tell Dad, but
Okay,
I'll
tell
ask
him
him.
now.
I'll tell him after the stream.
Like any logical person would.
Okay, but
All
what about
right.
the Rise Up?
Sorry about that, guys.
Like anyone,
Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that.
So are we gonna do the last 10 minutes then? Might as well.
Yeah, just
All right.
explain your
So,
situation.
basically, I wanted to do a very interesting.
Elaborate.
I wanted, yeah, an elaborate campaign. Would you say? I just wanted to make it more feel like you're in on the action rather than just watching the video. So by allowing the audience to participate in said challenges, which you probably have seen before. I'm not sure if you really caught on to it yet, but that was the point of that, and
Isn't
it's
that
been
what
really
we're gonna
fun.
start doing from now on?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
Say
but
like
do we?
we're gonna start doing that from now on, so you guys can interact with our pages.
Yeah, come on, Justin, say it. Say it.
Just say it.
So from now on, we're gonna try to go that direction because it's definitely much more fun to have the audience interacting and rather than just us telling you the information, allowing you to be a part of that.
That's why I want to say what's coming up.
Next is gonna be awesome.
But this one's also awesome.
This one is awesome, but the next one is awesome because we're gonna add something to it, and you guys are gonna have to. Should I say it? I mean, we're gonna say it anyway.
You could just say a tiny bit, like just that it's good.
Yeah.
You'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, for the next thing that we're gonna do, our next project, the way we want you guys to interact, we're gonna do a riddle. So you guys have to do a little, like thinking, like a scavenger hunt in a
I
way.
don't think the riddle should
Outside the box.
should just be a 3-day limit. That's it.
Why are we discussing plans?
Yeah, why
right
do we
Yeah.
just do that?
No, 'cause
But anyway,
I don't wanna
So
forget something.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing a riddle for I think 4 posts.
Yeah.
4 posts. Okay. So that's 4 days.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Before the.
Other than
But anyway.
that,
No.
other than that, what else do we got? It's been really fun doing this, and there's more coming out. So, just for Rise Up. So
Yeah.
make sure you're in tune.
So, a quick wrap up. We are gonna get back on the road in April, so check out the tour dates if you guys want to see us live. Possibly we're gonna start putting some new songs in there. So if you want to hear them out, come to the tour. And then we have Rise Up out music video for it. So go like, subscribe, share it to a bunch of friends, family, anyone that you feel like can push that music video. And thank you guys so much for all your love and support. We hope you have a good day. God bless you.
They're asking
Rock
about
on.
Celsius.
Yes, I love that drink. Celsius is a good energy drink. They should sponsor us.
Lisa Williams said that you actually lose weight, like fat, from Celsius.
Yeah.
He
did
says
our,
on
did our
it.
finale just get interrupted?
Oh,
by
this sounds like
Celsius?
fun.
All right. Let's be sponsored by Celsius. Celsius, get your fit drink. Okay. Have a good day, everybody. Rock on and rock hard. God bless. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, go ahead, Justin.
Go what?
Good job, buddy.